So this is Ramp Druid. It's basically the bane of everybody's existence in Hearthstone right now because you're either playing this deck or playing an aggro deck specifically designed to beat this deck. This deck is really powerful because not only do you have decent survivability with good armor, not only do you have insane draw and ways of cheating out your important cards like the Capture Cold Tooth Mine, Moonlit Guidance, and Fungal Fortunes, but you can also play your insane bomb card KAZAKUSAN as early as turn 5, sometimes even earlier if you're able to get Innervate or Lightning Bloom, just by having Overgrowth and Guff in your hand or 2 Overgrowths in your hand. The mulligans for the deck are basically hard mulligan for ramp and draw, because you don't need to keep any of these later game things, because either A, KAZAKUSAN is gonna give you a ton of treasures that we need to game anyway, or B, you can draw some of your later game cards guaranteed with Capture Cold Tooth Mine. Basically, you just ramp up, do your best to survive, and then play KAZAKUSAN literally as fast as you can, and win with the treasures. It's not that complicated. The only complicated thing is sometimes knowing when to keep certain things like Lunar Eclipse into more aggressive matchups, and when to commit those cards, but other than that, basically just ramp and play KAZAKUSAN. So if you like fun educational content like this, you should like, comment, and subscribe, and ask me any questions if you have them, and then also check out my VODs channel in the description if you want to watch my full unedited streams where you can see more gameplay of wins, losses, and multiple decks. More like a just more like a free win. Free win. We're gonna keep Overgrowth, we're gonna play Resizing Pouch turn 1, we're gonna keep KAZAKUSAN, and our goal is to play him as early as possible, especially with some ramp from Overgrowth. I mean, when you have Capture Cold Tooth Mine, and you have ramp with Overgrowth, and ways of cheating out mana with Lightning Bloom, Innervate, and Resizing Pouch to get you another Innervate or Lightning Bloom, how do you lose? Like, pure aggro decks can kill you. Pure aggro decks can sometimes cheese you down, but even then, if they don't have like a super optimal beginning, they can lose if, like, I, being, you know, the spell druid, play like the Scale of Onyxia or something. It can be absolutely devastating. Dude, I don't even want to... That was such a sad... He played Fungal Fortunes and lost Malygos and KAZAKUSAN, then paused for a second, and then just conceded. It felt so bad. The second Resizing Pouch isn't going to be nearly as useful. We can probably coin out Overgrowth if I want to. But I also don't think there's any real reason to, you know? Like, there's nothing pressing about it. Because if I coin it out, then I'm gonna have to use both Innervates. Instead, I could, like, save some of these mana cheating things and play KAZAKUSAN turn, you know, a very reasonable... I mean, I guess I could... Okay, so if I coin out Overgrowth, I go to... I'm at 3 mana, I go to 5. Right? Starting next turn, I go to 6. Innervate out KAZAKUSAN. I mean, I think that's best. Actually, I think that curves out too perfectly to not do that. Yeah, that's too perfect to not do that. What do we draw now, baby? Scale of Onyxia is honestly not bad. Coin out Overgrowth. Then inner KAZAKUSAN as early as turn 4. Because, I mean, I have the coin, so I'm playing at my turn 4. Solar Overgrowth. I want to save Solar Eclipse to double activate treasures, though. Did he really top? Okay, he didn't top deck it, thank God. I thought he was going to shuffle my KAZAKUSAN into my deck, and I was going to lose my goddamn mind. Whew. But I want to save Solar Eclipse to double activate a spell. But I guess now that I think about it, there are very few of those traps that actually work really well. We don't want to be overloaded, so we're just going to double Innervate here. But now that I think about it, double activating traps does very little, or treasures does very little a lot of the time. Like, okay, Pure Cold is decent. We're going to take the Blade. If we can get the second one, that's huge. Draw 2 cards and gain armor is not great. But I mean, I guess it's something. Locust or Book. Oh, these are both so good. Oh, these are both like S tier. It's 14 damage though as opposed to that, so we're gonna take that. This is just hard to deal with. And then we end up getting the book anyway. That's actually amazing. Holy moly. That's insane. We ended up not getting the second part of the Blade, I don't think. Or if we did get offered it, I kind of blanked because I got offered such good cards. So I mean, the Blade is gonna suck if we draw it, but that's fine. Double activate the book is pretty solid though. 8 damage. Like, based on where we're at, I'm pretty sure we still just win. If we don't draw anything, we can resizing pouch. It's no biggie. We draw the blade. Yeah, that qualifies as nothing. We'll do this, see if we get a good 6-drop. Nourish to draw 3 cards. We get a book, which is going to be very expensive still. What on earth?
They will never catch me.
Interesting. Interesting. He does heal up a decent amount. I play scale next turn and kill them. The book is actually not active at all. What on earth? He did that wrong. He was supposed to hit it first, then play Fell Barrage, because then I take 2 more damage, but whatever, it's not important. I mean, I do what? I do this, and then I Lightning Bloom out this. Thank you so much, just distorted ow for the sub. Thank you. Second part of the blade, it's a 1 mana, give a minion +3/+3, and then it transforms into Quel'Dor, and every time you attack, it does 4 damage to all enemies. So like you can attack, and then it basically like double consecrates the enemy, which is huge. If I'm overloaded, I mean, I guess if I'm overloaded, I could potentially play like 2 Wax Ragers next turn. That's not bad.
What was I thinking of again?
We got both Locusts. That's so cringe, actually. We get the scale. We go trade. And then these things die, and we can double activate. But like, we basically have 21 damage in here, in my hand currently, which is so close to killing him. Like, we played that, and then we play Locust, and we're gonna win in basically 3 turns, or 2 turns, I mean. Oh, that's not mine. Even if it was, that wouldn't have been that bad, because my hand was kind of doo-doo water anyway. I thought they were just filler cards. No, if you get both of them, they combine into the god tier card. I mean, I go into fatigue if I play this. It's not even really worth it anymore. We play this, and then we play book. We're just gonna go face and try to do as much damage as possible. We're close to killing him, but not quite there. We couldn't have double active, because we only had 7 mana. We couldn't have double activated this. If we had, that was lethal, but we only had 7 mana, so it's fine. It's not lethal. We don't have mana. We're overloaded too. I literally just explained it as probably as you were typing lethal. Unless there was another way to get lethal that I missed, in which case I apologize, and I guess tell me where I could have had a little lethal.
My revenge and all that's here.
But I'm pretty sure that I was overloaded too much there.
Where did my cards go?
Double activate book and he's dead. Got him. Broken deck. Dude, there are too many druids. I mean, I know I'm playing druid too, so I can't really throw stones. But I'm playing druid specifically for content, and this is the first time I've played druid in like a week, actually. We're gonna keep Lightning Bloom. I don't know if we need Lightning Bloom and Innervate, so I'll just keep Lightning Bloom because I'd rather have some other cards. But I mean, I don't know. Let's look at like... Oh man, we've played against so many druids. Like, let's just say... Since the 22nd, mostly druids. Druid is the most popular. But it really became more popular a little bit later. We're gonna take another Lightning Bloom off of this anyway. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what I want to do about this. Guess I take Pounce. Worst case scenario, it's a spell I can double activate for some like cheese 4 extra damage at some point for 2 mana. I don't know. No Innervate or Lightning Bloom, but I guess statistically it's bound to happen sometimes. Fungal Fortunes. Sure. Hopefully I don't overdraw KAZAKUSAN. If I do, I just concede, but my hand is not really that great anyway, so I mean, I'm pretty sure I was going to lose this matchup anyway. I mean, if we don't end up overdrawing KAZAKUSAN, or if next turn we top deck like Capture Cold Tooth Mine, I'll play that, get KAZAKUSAN, and then play Fungal Fortunes the following turn. We'll see. Kind of unfortunate. Do people know about the interaction, or am I just lost? I've never had it played against me either. The swords? I'm pretty sure people know about the interaction. I lost KAZAKUSAN here too. No, I didn't. And we got capture. Wait, that's really, really good, actually. We can play capture to get KAZAKUSAN, and then we can play him the next turn with double lightning bloom. Or alternatively, we play him in a second. Hold up. We're gonna go Guff, and then we're gonna ramp up one more, and then we're gonna play Nature Studies. We drew him. We don't even need to play capture. That's sick. We'll gain a mana crystal then, and then we'll play Nature Study. We'll trade away. I'd rather trade. I'd rather draw a card there. We can ramp up again, play KAZAKUSAN in a turn or two. I figured it out by watching other people. Yeah, the things combined into the sword. I knew that they did that, but I didn't know really what the sword was because I don't come from duels. But then somebody told me and I was like, wait, that's broken sounding. It's a 4/4 weapon, and every time you attack, it does 4 damage to everything on your opponent's board. So like them and their minions. And that's kind of just insane. He just got KAZAKUSAN. He could probably play it next turn. I cannot, unfortunately, which is no bueno. Because I'm overloaded. Do I play capture? No, we'll play capture a little bit later. We're going to trade this away because we don't want that. Trade away. Overgrowth? I mean, if I lightning bloom out Overgrowth and then Nature Studies, I mean, I'm still gonna have plenty of mana, right? I'll still have plenty of mana. It's fine. Yeah, we'll do it. We still have plenty of mana. And we'll take a Best in Shell to trade away. We can play ramp into you next turn. He has it already as well, but I have Guff, so I scale better with it, and it just depends on the treasures and if I can draw them faster. 2 Lunar Eclipses is kind of useless. I mean, this whole hand is kind of useless. I mean, Capture Coldtooth Mine is good, but other than that, it's really going to depend on what treasures I draw and if I'm able to draw them faster. Oh, okay, he's not going to play KAZAKUSAN this turn, which means I am now ahead of him, and since I am ahead of him, I think that means I should win. I guess he just didn't have Innervate or Lightning Bloom. I do have an Innervate, which is great. Let's go gain a mana crystal, then play this, and then we can draw some cards next turn. It's fine. Disintegration would hurt this, but if not, this is very sticky, especially with the boom bots. Okay, taking the hilt at this point is risky, but I do love the sword, and neither of these options are really that good, so we're gonna take that. Oh, these are so good. We're gonna take the book, though, because we have 2 other ways of developing. No, we'll take the locust. I want to have many ways of filling the board so I can synergize with the other thing. We didn't end up completing the sword, but it's fine. Draw 2 cards, gain 4 armor, will help me close out the game pretty fast, I would say. And again, neither of these are really that useful, so I'd rather try to close the game out as quickly as possible. I tried for the weapon again. It unfortunately didn't happen. I tried to show you the interaction. I tried to show you the sword. Oh well. You also only get 8 treasures instead of 10. That's true, but that also means it thins out your deck and you're more likely to get better treasures more often. So even though you're technically a little closer to fatigue, it's actually not bad, in my opinion. Hi guys, hey, how's it going, man? Draw me the jars. No? Draw me the jars. Yes! Yes! Slam them! Do a ton of damage, then we play the jars. I don't know what they're gonna summon me, but they're gonna be good. That's all I know. I guess technically what I could have done was gone double Lunar Eclipse on this, and it would have just been able to kill it off, but it's fine. I could have done that. I should have done it, but it's okay. I mean, if I can get multiple ways of flooding the board with the canopy jars, it's too strong. Yeah, he's just done. There's nothing he can do. GG. We got 2 Lunar Eclipses. We only really need 1 to kill off a Trog early if he happens to have it. And then we're gonna keep Lightning Bloom and Overgrowth for sure. Oh, we got Guff, actually. That's really, really good. I think we're gonna coin out Overgrowth turn 3 and then just play Guff. So, let's see here. Does he play the Trog turn 1? Oh my gosh, he is gonna be aggro, though, which makes me happy that I kept Lunar Eclipse. We're gonna pass turn 1. Turn 2, Hero Power. Turn 3, this. Turn 4, this. And then we have Lunar Eclipse for later, potentially. That's annoying, but fine.
What is it?
We might Lunar Eclipse this so he doesn't draw any extra cards, to be honest. But if we do that, then he gets to Trog. I could have Lightning Bloomed out Overgrowth, but then there's nothing I can really do after that.
Reflect in the moonwell.
I'm gonna get flooded. Oh, fudge, dude. No. I need to find Scale of Onyxia. It's the only way that I can win. And even then, it's pretty close and risky. I mean, that's a board flood right there. It's turn 4 and his board is flooded. Scale of Onyxia doesn't even do jack anymore, honestly. I mean, I'm dead to an Arbor up next turn, right? I mean, I'm dead to Arbor up. So.
The Earth Mother.
Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay. Well, Scale of Onyxia keeps me alive then. Innervate Coin, then Eclipse, then play Overgrowth for 2. I mean, I guess that would have been fine. I don't think it really would have affected how the game played out, though. I mean, we're at 19. He can flood the board again. I've got nothing. I mean, yeah, I could have done that, but I liked playing against some pure aggro decks is just some bad matchups. It's fine. Like, we lose these 100% of the time. It's almost impossible for this deck to actually win against an aggro deck like that. Like, there is literally nothing I can do in most of these situations. Like, even if we draw KAZAKUSAN here, it doesn't matter. Scale of Onyxia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can't play KAZAKUSAN. Gain 8 more armor. We can play KAZAKUSAN next turn, maybe. I mean, the meta is either KAZAKUSAN or hard aggro to beat KAZAKUSAN. There's really nothing else in the game right now. It's fine. I mean, we can get 8 more armor next turn, potentially. If we can top deck Solar Eclipse. Oh my god.
Probably. That's an upgrade. Probably.
I mean, we've got to go KAZAKUSAN, hope for the book, and then if we can get the book, wipe the board. That is literally our only win con at this point. To be fair, it's not nothing. And Moonlit Guidance to find it could be really important. Not the, well, not the book. It is a book. I'll give you that. You know what? I'll give you that. It is technically a book. We drew the Book of the Dead. That's the book I was talking about. A minion of my own to apply some pressure could be decent, I guess. Because, I mean, it's not useful if we can get those. Give a minion Taunt, not bad. And then Spyglass. I mean, he's just going to play his minions every time. I guess we'll just take the Krusty. And then we'll go with this and hope for the Book of the Dead. And if we can get it, we're not dead.
This must be the way.
Oh, we get the second Book of the Dead. Wait, that's actually insane. Let's draw a card. Wait, holy crap, we won. Holy shit. We won? No. No forking way. Are you serious? No, 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 no. Are you serious? Hit him! Oh my god! Holy shit, I actually won. Okay. I mean, I played to survive. I did what I could and I won. Oh my god. We're gonna keep guidance and nature studies. I like them both. They generate resources and draw me cards. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna nature studies turn 1, do nothing turn 2, play overgrowth turn 3 with the extra mana cheat, and then play moonlit guidance turn 4 or something like that. Boom. Cenarian Ward's probably the best here. Gains me armor and gets a minion out on the board. I could potentially double activate that at some point. Have you eaten real food yet? I mean, I had breakfast / lunch because I wake up super duper late, and I was gonna eat when I'm done with this, but I haven't yet. And the reason why I played the Lightning Bloom the last game was because the mage played 2 secrets on the last turn. One of them's Ice Barrier. We know this. It's always Ice Barrier. But we didn't know what the other one was. It was randomly discovered. If it had been Counterspell, we lose. If we just play the ice, the pure cold thing right away. If it had been Counterspell, and then we just lose. So we had to do that to bait out counter. Capture Cold Tooth, definitely solid. Well, now we're gonna play Moonlit Guidance after we play KAZAKUSAN. So that way we can get a copy of a potential treasure. I mean, we're about to play KAZAKUSAN, what, turn 5? Because we have the coin. Highest cost card, please. And then what? I just Hero Power smack him because I can't play it, and then I play it next turn. I want to potentially double activate Moon Touched Amulet. I'm not sure yet. It's a pretty flexible, nice card, so I want to save it. If you draw a Guff next turn, it's perfect. If I draw a Guff next turn, I still play KAZAKUSAN, but then I'll play Guff right after. But you're right. Guff would have been insane. Guff would have been insane. Then I wouldn't have had to use Innervate or the coin. I just get to scale up continuously. But we're going to play coin. We're not going to play Innervate because that gives away hand information, and then we're going to just play KAZAKUSAN. I like Boombots for damage, but that plays into Rancor, so maybe we go with Annoyo Horn for damage. Destroy a minion, give a minion +4/+4. None of these are really that good. We'll take this to kill off a minion potentially. I mean, it's not bad. Pyroblast, love that. Silence and destroy all minions. And I guess the Wax Rager. These were cards. Not particularly great cards, to say the least. But they were cards. Moonlit Guidance to get Embers would be cool. Moonlit Guidance to get the Embers would be cool. Double activate Moonlit Guidance to try to get as many Embers as possible could be also really, really solid. Might be what I end up doing, honestly. Although I'm not sure. It kind of sucked if he didn't get Wax Rager. True. Blade Storm kills the Wax Rager, right? Wait, so the question is, do I double activate Moonlight Guidance and try to find the Embers and try to get multiple copies of Embers? Because, I mean, if I do, I can innovate. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. There's no reason not to. Like, what else am I going to use it on? Maybe Cenarian Ward, which is fine, but not amazing. I mean, now we get to innervate out Embers, and then potentially 2 more Embers going forward, and we have a 5-1 on the board, so I mean, I think it should be fine. Who runs Slam? This guy. This guy runs Slam. Is it Charge Warrior? I guess it could be Charge Warrior. I was thinking it was Control Dragon Warrior. But you're right, I guess it could technically be the other thing. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well, YuleTube. Doing pretty well. What's all the stuff you use on the site? Oh wait, yeah, that is a deck tracker. That is true. That is what that is, essentially. It is a deck tracker. Now I'm on Twitch. Hey, how's it going, man? Innervate out. Embers of Rag. And then we'll play it again. And then hopefully we can play some more stuff. And I mean, if he plays minions, we can play the Krusty and kill that. I'm fine with that, man. That don't matter. It matters not. It actually doesn't matter. We still just win. It's 24 damage. I don't think there's a way of gaining armor this turn. We have the other Embers in hand, which means it should just be GG. I mean, we can even just, like, Lunar Eclipse. Hit. Make sure these go face, and then they go face for 24 and he's dead. That game took 5 minutes, and I played 2 10-mana cards in that time. In 5 minutes. How is that balanced?